Good morning, everybody. I'm Melissa Zelenak. I'm the Executive Director at the Antrim Conservation District, and we're here today at the Torch Conservation Center talking with Teresa Sherman, our Executive Director, Kathy Perrin, the Artisan Market Manager, and Nancy Brown, a board member and program coordinator here, the program boss. And today we're going to talk about what the Conservation Center is doing over here. And Kathy and Teresa and Nancy will fill us with lots of information. To get us started, Teresa, our executive director, is going to give us some history of the group.
Okay, thank you. Torch Conservation Center started approximately 12 years ago, and it was founded by Peg Comfort and Trish Narwhal. The mission is to empower people to we teach, we connect, we conserve. The idea is to love the water and the watershed and to use it. And the goal is to be able to drink the water, swim in the water, eat the fish. There's a lot of tips that we can give you, and Nancy will be talking about that. But right now, I'm going to turn it over to Kathy to talk to you about the artisan market and how it ties to our mission.
Teresa. So I'm Kathy Perrin. This is my second year working with Torch Conservation Center, and the space that you see behind us is the Artisan Market, formerly known as the Tree Gallery. And this year we went a bit of a tree and tried to imagine ways that we get people. So change the artist was a little. The word gallery can at times make people think it's just fine art and I don't need anything in there. Artisan Market has really changed the number of people that are coming in the door this year, and it's been fantastic for us. What we do here, it's a very unique situation where we combine local artisan artwork that you see behind me with our program messaging. So people have a physical space to come to. They have wonderful art and merchandise to look at. And woven within it is our program message. So it's I try to make it be a very relaxing, unintimidating experience, but use the art as a way to connect with people and as a conduit to start a conversation. So our main program area, Nancy will talk about here behind me, but we've got products that back up our message and services that we can provide to people, like help with landscaping and native shoreline gardening, to really help them walk the talk that we're trying to get people to do. So, and our artists are one of our biggest supporters. They donate 40% of artwork sales to the nonprofit. And you would be amazed by the amount of talent that we have with the local artists that work with us. So it's a great place to come, and people really seem to be enjoying.
It's night and day, the changes I see here in the last. Bravo. Awesome. Thank you for that. Great. Nancy, programs, tell us what you got.
Well, the artisan market is a great place to have one-on-one interactions with people, as Kathy said. And we have several separate areas that talk about various things, focusing more in depth on what people can do to make a difference in preserving and protecting this lake we love. If you love something, you protect it. You care for it future generations, so that your children and your grandchildren and others will also be able to enjoy the same blue, beautiful waters. So, for example, our gardening section and our landscaping section offers takeaway tips for types of landscaping you might be doing, types of conditions, shade versus sun, wet versus dry along the shore, why it's important, and even some illustrations. Some of them are takeaways, some of them are not. They're things that people can take a picture of with their phone and go ponder and whatnot. We also have an area we redid over the winter called Think at the Sink, which really focuses on protecting septic, and ultimately, anything that goes down the sink will eventually make its way in some way or another, if it's not properly filtered, to Torch Lake. So everybody in the watershed, whether you live on the water directly or you're uphill, it still matters significantly. So things like we only flush toilet paper. We don't flushable wipes are not flushable in a septic system. They're not
really not flushable.
even tissues. So there's a lot of guidance back in that new section. Just a freshening up. And then we have another section we call Kick the Plastic Habit, which is we're all learning is more and more important as we learn about PFAS and the impact on our fish and on our health. So, and Kathy's done an amazing job supporting that area with great products, which I maybe just bounce back to Kathy to talk about that support that. We have what we call recipe cards, which are recipes for floor cleaners and household cleaners and even pesticide substitutes, etc. So if you want to talk about that.
Yeah, some of the products that we're trying this year, and many of them have been quite successful, but an example is stainless steel reusable spray bottle. So you take your recipe card and there's a beautiful reusable bottle for you to go home and make the recipe. And many of them call for Castile soap. And a lot of people don't know what Castile soap is. So we've got little free samples of the soap. If you buy a bottle, you get a free sample.
Let's tell people that Castile soap is cool and
Yep.
good and
Yep.
makes our water safe, not like Ajax or Tide
Yep.
or any of those other
Right.
things.
We're trying a biodegradable laundry soap that comes in a refillable glass container, shampoo and conditioner bars that come in package free, cardboard packaging. One of our team members here is a wonderful crochet maker, and she has made reusable facial rounds instead of cotton balls. The cotton reusable pads for makeup, and those have been great. So, and one of the biggest items is they're called reusable unpaper towel. They're flannel towels. You get 8 in beautiful colors. They come rolled on a towel paper roll, and you use those just like you would a paper towel. And so it's lowering the trash level, and people have been loving those this year. So trying a few things, some have worked, some not so good, and we'll do it all again next season.
So what I'm hearing you saying is similar to our message. I feel like for us at the district that we need to reach people in their home, teaching them composting, teaching them recycling, teaching them plastic of this and that. And I really love what you guys are doing here with that in-home, reaching them at home. Because if we don't catch them there, we're not going to catch them at all. You have programs for young teenagers, young
No,
adults?
it's more the 7 to 12
Gotcha.
age. And we simply work with a existing organization called Project Wet. It's a national organization.
They're awesome.
And we just purchased some
Yeah.
of their pamphlets because we didn't have the resource to develop anything on our own. And it's worked out pretty well. It's the first year. We'll see how it goes.
Good. We're familiar with them too. They do great things. And partnering, that's where it's at, you guys. Collaboration, and why duplicate the wheel on some of these things?
Exactly.
So it sounds like you're doing all those right things.
I mean, for me, one of our goals is really trying to change the demographic of the people who come and visit us. And for us to be kid friendly, don't be afraid to bring your kids in here. And, you know, when we greet them, we'll engage with the kids, get them coloring at the desk while the parents can take a breath
Yeah.
and look around.
Really.
But the other big thing too is the in between, like the 20-year-olds, the 30-year-olds who are either have grown up coming up here or are just newly checking out the area. And how can we engage with them? How do we make this be a cool place to come? And I've just got several anecdotal experiences with young people coming in, and they walk through this place, they read everything, they chat about what this means and you know what it's like
Gave me
where they
goosebumps.
live. Yeah, and I'll tell them that. I said, I've been watching you for the past 20 minutes, and I love that you're engaging and that you're interested in what we have. And then they'll go on and tell you their whole story. So you know, sales are one thing, but for me, the
connection.
benefit of this is the connection of people walk away with, whether it's conscious or subconscious, like maybe I better go home and call and get the septic checked. That's a win for the day for us. Yeah.
Any small win, whether it's changing and using the reusable paper towels or not flushing the non-flushable wipes,
Mm-hmm.
is a good change.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's for sure.
I do think that connecting the organizations is really, really important,
Amen.
and that we all work together and put our resources together. Torch Conservation Center is all run on donations. And
Start with. You just turn it off. Sorry, Xander, you're gonna have a little editing work here. So start with. All the organizations need to work together.
all the organizations need to work together and pool their resources, and also look at what does this organization do and what can we do? Can we do it all together? Can we do, who does what better?
Right.
Torch Conservation Center is a connection, education, conservation organization. We have been doing that for 12 years. We understand how to do that. So we work with other organizations such as yours and Torch Lake Protection Agency and Three Lakes Organization. And we all have a different mission, but we all have the same purpose in the end. We want to keep Torch clean, clear, and blue.
That's right. That's right. You know, for us at the district, Xander, our man behind the screens here, just finished shoreline certification training. And for us, you know, being able to work together on that is ideal. And with any of the lake association, that's our goal, that we can reach the people in their home. I mean, that's always where it's at. I think people have this vision that, you know, the people are out there. No, they're not. They're right here.
They're
It's
right
your neighbor and your neighbor and the
Mhm.
people who walk in the store. So the way that you guys are reaching them, I think it's awesome. I mean, it's more than awesome. If there was a TCC in every county, that would be amazing.
Mhm.
So
Well, the-
kudos to you guys
The
for
thing
sure.
that a lot of people, like you would know, don't understand is it's not just the people that live on the lake. It's the
Yeah.
whole watershed, that everything that
Yep.
happens in the
Yep.
watershed
It's all
ends
connected.
up in the lake.
Yep.
And one of the things is Torch Conservation Center, we focus on education. TLPA focuses on monitoring and developing and
Sciencey stuff.
science impact, things that may impact the lake. They try to prevent things that they see. Three Lakes works with students. They have professional research projects. So even though we may seem like we're all doing the same work, we're really doing different work.
Right.
And when we cross over, we do that together. Like Torch Conservation Center works with Torch Lake Protection Agency with the USGS project with the 3-year, and then the 4th year of reporting for monitoring the Torch Lake. And with that, we also work with Three Lakes, who has the actual information about how they're investigating the brown algae. So we all intertwine and work together, and pooling our resources is the key.
Well, and for us, we, like I mentioned earlier, we started the Lake Leaders program, gosh, a couple years ago. First one we held it out at Torch Lake Cafe. It was packed, free food. So of course it was packed and it was good food. And the goal for that is to get all the people who cared. This doesn't have to be a board member. It could be one of your customers. So everybody comes in, we give different, the last one we did was on aquatic invasive species. We've done them on different themed items, but that is a way for all of us to kind of get together. So I think that maybe in the future, maybe we do one of them here, and we have done one of them here. But maybe we just decide to do that annually here.
I think too, all of these themes though are they're global.
Right.
This is not a
Right.
Torch Lake discussion.
Right.
It doesn't matter what watershed you're in. It's the same key
Clean and
principles.
healthy water.
Right. Maintaining your septic system, lowering the use of toxic items, and keep your shoreline as natural as possible. It's simple. And we get people in here from all over the country.
The world, I would
And,
expect.
yeah, and Lake Tahoe, the Saginaw River, they all have the same goals and worries. So that's what I try to tell people. This isn't about just Torch Lake. I mean, we're focused on that, but this is,
Water as a
global
whole.
principles that we're trying to get people to recognize. So.
What do you feel like are some of the common issues that faces everybody that you see? I mean, what's a common challenge? Is it they don't understand how a watershed works, or there's no connection between the chemicals in their soap and the lake? Is that, I mean, what do you...
I mean, for me, I think it's more so the latter. It's trying to get people to say, it is me. It's not that guy over there who does
Right.
this. Like, what am I doing? And what I've learned, I live on a small lake, but it's within this watershed. And in 2 years, I've seen changes happening, and you can't solve every problem. So what can you do?
Right.
I could be a role model and have, people watch and see how we manage our shoreline. And you can have information available and read people and see, are they willing to engage? You can tell when you talk to people. So how do you make an impactful impression on people without intimidating people? Because we want them to keep coming back, and we want them to tell their friends so they can as well.
Teaching people to care
Yeah.
is, I
Yeah.
feel like, the bottom line. It's not maybe that they don't care, it's that maybe they don't know that they should care.
I
Why
think-
should I care?
I think that is so
One thing
true.
can-
Yeah.
One thing can change.
Yeah, even if we all just do the one thing,
Right.
you
Yeah.
what an impact that could be.
One
A
of our-
simple thing.
Programs that tries to address that is we do this mailing we started, I think last year was the first year. We don't do a lot of mailing. We try to do a lot of social media, but sometimes it's a good use of paper. And in this case, we tried to identify the new landowners in the whole watershed. Who are the new landowners? And do they know? Is this their first time with a septic, for example? Do they understand how to care for it and protect it? Do they understand the importance of keeping those trees on the shoreline, or if they don't live on the shore, just keeping trees, the roots of the trees pull up the nutrients and toxins before they get to the lake. So they do a really important job. So anyway, we do this mailer and give lots of information and encourage them to come here to get more detailed info.
Nancy, what's your dream? What's the dream that if you had a magic wand and could poke all the people, I don't mean poke them, what would it be? Would it be that nobody mows their lawn, that we all have natural shorelines, that we all, you know, I mean, if there was one thing, all of you, what do you think that could be?
Well, that's tough.
It is a tough one.
I think that for each individual, it can be different. I think the theme is that we all care for Torch.
Yeah.
And that would be our dream, that everyone cares for Torch in the way that they can to help it.
Yeah, that's, I agree.
Yeah.
I'm a big proponent right now of the natural shoreline. And it took convincing of
Mhm.
me. I didn't
Mhm.
like the dead logs and all of that, but coming here, learning about it, taking the class,
Mhm.
which I did.
Oh, right on, cool. You took the
now
Michigan
I-
State one?
Yeah,
Atta
Yeah,
girl.
so did
fantastic.
A lot
We've
of us
all
did.
taken the
We've all
mission.
taken it.
In fact,
That's
more of
awesome.
our volunteers
Yeah.
have taken it
Yeah.
too.
That's
We
awesome.
offer it and we do pay for that if they wanted to.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be a member.
yeah. But now,
So-
you know, I look at the dead logs and the button bush and the sedges and say,
Yeah, that's
thank
exciting.
you, gardenings of the
Yeah.
water, guardians of the water. I mean,
Yeah.
that's now, you know, to get
Yeah.
people to think of it in that
Yeah.
way.
Yeah. That's awesome. You guys just made my day. That was unexpected awesomeness.
Yeah,
We'd like you up for a volunteer and.
Count me in, whatever you guys need me to do. Me, Xander, everybody we got. So we got a couple of minutes left here. So parting thoughts, things you need to
I would
express?
just want to say something
Oh,
about
absolutely.
community partnerships.
Oh, that's cool.
You may see these around town, but
Mhm.
this is a partnership that Teresa works really hard on with the village market.
Right on.
So these are our recycled material shopping
Uh-huh.
bags.
Uh-huh.
So
That's
Care
beautiful.
for Torch, visit the village market and Care for Torch there in the middle.
Sweet.
So they've been selling them, we've been selling them. We don't make money on them. It's a way to show that we've got partnerships with,
It's outreach and education. I want
Exactly.
one of those bags.
yeah, yeah.
And everybody sees that bag and goes, I
Right.
want one of those
And
bags.
Meryl, our marketing manager, Meryl Cole,
Yeah,
she
she-
worked with Kevin and Laura at the
Right
village
on.
market.
That's
And we
awesome.
all developed that together. And all of the money, Village Market is donating all the money that they bring in from. They
Gotcha.
actually helped us get the bags and get it going, and we're gonna do it again next year
Yeah.
with them. So we love to partner, and the more,
Let's be talking about it. We can
Yeah.
do something. We can make children's backpacks or something together. I don't know.
That'd be
Let's
fun.
let's ponder that.
yes.
That'd be cool. That'd be cool. Well, this is a beautiful facility that you have. I don't know if you can see it a little bit when we put this on YouTube, but I feel like in the future we should come back and do some short mini takes, you know, little video clips and
Yeah.
help those get out there. We
Yeah.
have a pretty good following. I think you guys have a very good following for you, but we have a crowd that would like to know what you guys are doing over here. So
In
we'll
Alden,
support them.
which
In
I don't
Alden.
think we mentioned.
In Alden, yep. Here we are in Alden, beautiful Alden. Awesome Alden. What, back in the day, what did they call it?
Oh.
I think it was something like awesome.
I think it was awesome.
I don't- Well, for me, I think it's awesome Antrim.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
things that are happening here with all these environmental groups are just phenomenal. So, Xander, I think that we're getting close to wrap up time.
26 minutes.
Okay, so we're pretty close. You cut that part out. Let me think of a question based on the things that I wrote down. One of the things that I think is very important that we forget, and I'm not sure, I don't remember who mentioned it, was, I think it was you, the fish. The quality of the fish that we're getting. We have partnered with David Mylark at the Archangel Ancient Tree Archive. This guy is world famous. He's the guy that planted 200 sequoia trees in Detroit. You might have seen that. He's been in the Smithsonian, New York papers, all this. Really international guy. Black willow is his dream tree. Black willow, according to him, takes more toxins out of the water than any other tree there is. So currently at my office right now, I've got a couple of flats of black willow, and I would surely like to bring one over here. And you guys can donate them or plant them or do whatever you like. But I would put that on your list, that black willow is something that, and he says that mercury is one of the things that it's really good with. And my concern with the fish today is that a pregnant woman should not be eating fish out of our lakes.
Yeah.
So if we can all get behind putting in a couple of black willows in our yards on the shoreline, that would be pretty good.
That sounds like an event next summer that we need to pull together.
Absolutely, and we could bring David up here. I mean, he's one of those guys you're like, oh my gosh, I need to know this guy. You know,
I
he's-
listened to him on one of your
Yeah, yeah,
your presentations.
He's traveled the world. I mean, our dreams are to actually maybe plant some sequoias up here with him. World champion type sequoias. So good stuff happening there. But you know, that again is just another way for all of us together. So anything that I'm doing that I can help you guys with, or vice versa, we're down with that.
All right, that sounds like a great plan.
Yeah, it is. It is. It is. So we'll close this. I almost said turkey out. Cut that out, Xander. Sorry. We'll close this very informative and fun and happy meeting with you all. And I appreciate you for what you do. And I thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Melissa.
So sorry, Xander. You're going to have a